Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. Welcome back to the channel. Now today we're looking at something very interesting. This is a Kia Stinger with a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine with 255 horsepower and 260 foot-pounds of torque. Now this car has a bigger brother with a 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6. That thing is probably an absolute hoot. But this car is Kia's a little bit step above the Kia Optima. So let's take a look. Now this car was released for 2017, and when I saw the specs of this car, I was like, I don't understand why they would make this car because they already have the Kia Optima, which is a mid-size sedan. But this car is bigger in every way, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to talk about the styling inside and out, and then we're going to get this thing on the road and give it a Gem score. So let's start with the design. Now, one thing that I'm not going to do in this review is say that this is a base car or just a Kia. I mean, looking at the styling alone, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you could compare this to a Honda Accord or a Toyota Camry, but I just think the design is way better compared to those cars. Now, this car is actually based on the same chassis as the Genesis G70, which is like breaking records. Everybody's loving that car. That was like Motor Trend's Car of the Year for 2018. But just look at the styling. I just think it's gorgeous. Now, these vents right here on the side are actually functional. You can see in the front, you can see right through to give a little better cooling, but it just looks like a big car. Moving to the back here, one thing that I don't like is this little deflector right here. It just sort of connects to the taillights, but it just seems like it just goes a little too far. You got 18-inch wheels, which I think is a very nice design. This car finished in black looks especially sinister. There's also a red color that looks really good on the Stinger GT. But overall, I think they knocked it out of the park with the design. Seems like these Korean companies, Hyundai and Kia, kind of like Mazda, which I explained before, their design has been awesome. I mean, you are no longer embarrassed to own a Kia or a Hyundai. They are just really solid cars. Now, moving to the back of the car, people have said before that they think the design of these taillights sort of looks like a Dodge Charger, just because they go the whole way around. These are not LEDs like the Stinger GT, but I really think it's a nice design. By the way, Stinger is such like a badass name for a car. I like the font they use for the emblem here. You also got quad tips, on a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder. This car, we're going to see if it has the performance to match, but quad tips look especially good. I mean, the diffuser, you've got these little fins right here that look really good. But I just think it's a good looking car. This car has the all-wheel drive, which is a $2,200 option. But yeah, this has the incandescent lamps in the back. But you got a nice little subtle lip spoil. It's like the back of the car. It just sort of sticks out back a little bit, sort of like a ducktail. But yeah, it's a good looking car. Alright, so the front design of this car, you got nice little sort of like parentheses marks for the LEDs and the headlights. These are a different design than the GT. You sort of got now the corporate design of the Kia grille with sort of like a little, it just kind of looks like a mustache. So this car has your radar cruise control in the front. You also have rear cross traffic alerts. So if some little boy is riding his bike right by, the car will beep at you and automatically stop on itself. So this car has lots of safety features, just to keep you safe and the people around you safe. So I talked about the vents right here that are functional. But yeah, it's just a nice design of the car. This emblem right here, I think it's just for Stingers only. I'm not really sure what it looks like an E. I'm honestly not sure what that means, but it looks good. So overall, I'm going to say they did very well in the design of this car. So let's go on the inside. Now, before we go on the inside of the car, I forgot to mention, this car is actually a hatchback, which gives you more space than a sedan. So if you just press this button here, it goes up. You got a nice little cover, but this trunk is absolutely massive. You've got some nice little silver plates here to protect all the stuff that you put on the inside. But this is absolutely massive. That sort of is another asset of this car, just to have the ability to have more stuff in here because the trunk is huge. So another good thing about the Kia Stinger. All right, now let's go on the inside. Now, moving on to the inside of the Kia Stinger. Now, this car is a black car with black leather and silver trim everywhere. And this is a nice place to be. You've got the three vents right here. I like this sort of silver trim. This kind of reminds me of like my Audi Q5, how they have like the silver trim right here. You've got an 8-speed transmission. Now, this is not a ZF transmission like the Germans use. This is Kia's own 8-speed transmission that they developed themselves. And you've got a little gloss black section on the steering wheel here. This is really nice. Um, I'm honestly thinking that this car and a Mazda 6 would be the nicest sort of overall package. I haven't driven a Honda Accord yet. I would love to. But just the standard stuff plus the design of this car, it is a really attractive package. This car does not have a sunroof, which that sort of could be a con in some people's eyes because I like a sunroof myself. Now this screen here is a 7-inch screen. It's smaller than the one you get in the Stinger GT, but that's fine. You've got two legible gauges right in front of you. The quality is very nice. This leather, you've got stitching everywhere. You've got sort of the silver trim with sort of like a piano black. You've got a heated steering wheel, heated seats. You've got a couple different drive modes you can go through. But yeah, this car really just continues to impress me with all the standard stuff that it has. All right, now going into the back of the Stinger. Now I have the seat where I had it in my driving position, and there is plenty of space back here. You've got the same sort of vents that you have in the front of the car. You can sort of control. There's no digital screen back here, but you can control it with a little wheel here. You've got two sort of USB ports to charge your phones and stuff. I like how I've seen in lots of videos that people do that only one of the seats they put like a little cargo area right here, but this definitely has them on both sides. You've got sort of little indents for your legs. But yeah, this is nice. More than enough space for kids or to put your stuff in. So yeah, this will do. Now, just to wrap up this car, now I'm going to say this is one of the best values on the market. This car starts at just under $33,000. This car is equipped with the $2,200 all-wheel drive option. So, $35,000 or $36,000 for a car that looks like this. It's supposedly go to 0 to 60 in just about 6 seconds. This has got to be one of the best deals on the market. I granted, I have not driven the new Toyota Camry or the new Honda Accord, but we're going to test this thing on the road, and this has to be one of the best values on the market. This car is heads and shoulders above its little brother, the Kia Optima, and I can't even imagine the performance and the sort of nicer features of this guy's big brother, the Kia Stinger GT. That car is about $50,000, and you can no longer say that these cars are nice for a Kia. This is nice for any car. I guarantee you that this is going to be a great value that will hold its value. This car has a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 5 years, 60,000 for everything else. But this car will be covered for 10 years or 100,000 miles. That is just awesome. That might be the best feature of the whole car right there. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. I got a lot of stuff coming that is good. But now we're going to end this video and take this thing out on the road. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.